श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। तौ संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूप सनातनौ दाक्षिणात्य भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः। Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's session, Bhakti Prakārāḥ. Today's session is the 7th session. And today we'll be discussing about the Aropa Siddha Bhakti, in that karmārpaṇam, about the different types of the karmārpaṇam we'll be discussing. And we'll finish discussing about the karmārpaṇam today. Aropa Siddha Bhakti will be finished. Then tomorrow onwards we'll be starting Sangha Siddha Bhakti. Sangha Siddha Bhakti maximum it will take Sangha Siddha Bhakti, it will take maximum another 3 days or 2 days, actually 2 days, tomorrow and day after tomorrow. That means today is that Tuesday, so Wednesday and Thursday Sangha Siddha, and Friday Swarup Siddha. For Swarup Siddha takes maximum 3 days, so that means I need extra 2 days, that's all. That means next week Monday and Tuesday, if I get extra 2 days, so then I can finish this course. Hare Krishna. Okay. So I sent material to all of you in group. Yeah, I think you have received that. So yesterday we have seen establishment of karmārpaṇam. Narada Muni was explaining to Vyasadeva about the karmārpaṇam. What Narada Muni was saying about the karmārpaṇam? Tell me. Please tell me. Sharat, please. Prabhu, can you unmute?
Okay, well, if some devotee is not able to develop Shraddha, full Shraddha, and he is not able to take shelter of the Lord, then he should do karmārpaṇam, which is a medicine of the tat-prīṇanarūpa. Also, along with karmārpaṇam, he should develop full Shraddha by studying Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita in association of devotees, and also he should do Shraddha. But when he develops full Shraddha in love of the Godhead, then he can leave his karma and be situated in pure devotional platform, which is given in Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu by Rupa Goswami. This means that he enters into Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti thereafter. And for him, the stages are applied can be Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, then Anartha Nivrutti, like this, till pure love or prema. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. So you summarized the total thing. Anyway, so all of you might have seen my message in the group also. I don't want to debate with anyone. So that is not my intention. So just faithfully, humbly. So I am presenting. So the thing, whatever is given by Srila Prabhupada, and also it is same thing. He is saying whatever is said by all the acharyas. And there is no need to debate on this. And just we need to have just a simple faith on the Prabhupada. Prabhupada is clearly explaining that Shraddha is a 100% Shraddha. That means Purna Shraddha, strong Shraddha. So that's why there is no discussions too much. That means on that, it's a simple and direct point. Okay, so that means karmārpaṇam is for the those devotees, who doesn't have full faith now, who didn't develop the full faith now, that they are not fully surrendered. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam. So for them, this is, that means karmāni kurvīta. They should do the karma. Krishna is saying that in the Bhagavatam 11th canto, 20th chapter. Tavat karmāni kurvīta yavanna nirvīta matkatha shravanādava shraddha. Shraddha means purna shraddha, strong shraddha, full faith, strong faith, not the weak faith. So then if you got that, then you can leave the karma. Means sarva dharman parityajya. Prabhupada also is very clearly describing in that message, whatever I sent in the group. So you can go through once again. If you have any questions, you can ask personally me instead of doing the debate in front of the sample. So if you have any questions personally, if you are not convinced about that, so you can approach me and I can discuss after the class. Okay. So there, I was asking now, the question is, Narada Muni, how he is, what he is telling about the karmārpaṇam. Yes, he is saying that karmārpaṇam is chikitchitam, that means tapatriyonmulam. It is a medicine for the tapatraya. So, unmulam. So, how he is describing about the karmārpaṇam, I am asking. So, Prabhuji told, but clearly, as the words said by the Narada Muni. So, based upon that, can anyone try once again? Yes, Archana.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So you said once again, this karmārpaṇam is going to be established, taking the example of Narad Muni speaking to Vyasdev. So Narad Muni gives his own example how the Bhakti Vedantis, from their teachings, Narad Muni was understood that because of practicing from what he learned from the Bhakti Vedantis, by practicing that, in the next life, he was able to become the son of Brahmaji. So what he learned from the lessons of the Vedantists is etad samsuchitam brahmam tapatraya chikitsitam. That means it was showed to him by the Bhakti Vedantists that Brahman is when you offer your karma.
Brahman means Sambodhan. That's Brahman is indicated. Oh Brahman. That means, oh my dear Vasudev. Brahman is a Sambodhan.
Acha, okay, not like that. Okay. So he was saying that by offering karma to the Lord, that acts as a medicine in removing the tapatraya and in giving him a liberation. So that's why in his next life, liberation means in his next life, he was able to become the son of Lord Brahma by offering his karma in the previous life.
No. Actually, here he heard these teachings, but he practiced the Suddha Bhakti. But pure devotional service. But he heard various things from the Bhakti Vedantis. In those things, this is the one of the thing. So they are telling about the karmārpaṇam. So that he's just repeating to Vasudev. But his practice is different.
Okay. Sorry.
He is practicing pure devotional service, and we are going to establish that. Anyway, when that is Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, so he clearly described that means Narada Muni in that 4 months of period of time. So from the Shraddha to he reached the stage of the Bhava, that means Prema-ankuram. So that he's all the steps he's explaining. But he didn't get the Prema, but the Bhava, that means Prema-ankuram he got. So because Narada Muni is having some kind of Murchita Kashayas, because of this he's not able to get the complete realization in that life, but at the ending he got the final realization. So that will be Shuddha Bhakti, he practiced that. But the teachings anyway, many can be said to him. So those teachings is repeating to the Vasudev.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, bro. So yes, Mata. So here Narada Muni is saying Yadishwari Bhagavati Karma Brahmani Bhavitam. He is saying that when you are offering karma to the absolute truth can be Bhagavan, can be Brahman, can be Ishvara. That means Paramatma. So then what will happen? This is the medicine. This kind of offering, that means karmārpaṇam, is the medicine for the what? Is the medicine for tapatraya chikitsa. That means medicine for this material miseries. So this miserable life we are having, this can be treated actually by, means you can cure from the bhavaroga by offering your karma to them. Yeah. So it is for whom it is indicated. That means offering the karma. Simple. Then you have to immediately connect with the teachings of the Krishna to Uddhava. In the 11th canto, what he is saying, Tavat karmani kurvita. Karma should be done by whom? Karma should be done by those who didn't develop the 100% Shraddha, Purna Shraddha. So if they develop the Shraddha, then there is no need to do any karma. So that's why karmārpaṇam is applicable to those devotees who didn't develop the Purna Shraddha, complete faith. That means strong faith. So they should offer actually. They should offer, and with what mood they should offer, that we will be discussing anyway. Then if they offer, the result is what is said, they will be relieved from the tapatraya. It's all the miseries. And then after that, here we put the question, Purvapakshi is putting the question that karma you are offering anyway. So this karma, before doing the karma, we all the time take the, what we will take, the sankalpa we take. That means I am going to do this karma to get fulfillment of this desire. So like that, you are doing the sankalpa and starting the karma. When you do the sankalpa of material desire and beginning the karma, so then how that kind of karma can treat the that means bhavaroga, how it can work as a medicine? So tell me how it can as a medicine. Karma is always begins with the sankalpa of with the material desire. Then how it can be useful, or it can be used as a medicine for the bhavaroga? So what is the answer? You will tell. Archana Mata. Can you unmute? Yes. Yes.
So the example was given of excessive ghee. Excessive ghee is the cause of disease. So when we eat more ghee, then
excessive.
more disease will come. But ghee can also, if it is treated, if it is processed, we get medicated ghee, and that ghee will again act as a medicine.
For the same disease.
So yeah, so if we if karma is performed with sankalpa, then karma will cause bhavaroga. But if we offer the karma to Lord Krishna, then it will free us from karma.
It will definitely liberate us from the karma. If you do the karma with sankalpa, then it will entangle us to this material world. Okay, next after that, today we will discuss the thing. I will. Let me share my screen.
Which Anuched number?
Anuched number 222. Actually, I am not going fully into this Anucheda, but I will give the summary of this Anucheda, because actually Jiva Goswami is describing how Bharata Maharaj is doing the 24 hours devotional service. So even he is doing the karmārpaṇam for the sake of setting example in the society. Being a king, if he doesn't do any karma, and simply he say that I am doing the bhajan and he is not following his prescribed duties, but he is a pure devotee. So what will happen actually? Then whole society also will leave their karma and simply eating and so they're thinking, expecting everything freely. Like that they think, but actually nothing is coming free. So for pure devotee, if someone is giving, they only get benefited, not the devotee is getting them. So, but some society will not think like that. No? Society thinks always in a different. He is sitting and eating, like that they think. So that's why, to set an example, he will be following his prescribed duties, but still there is no. That means by doing the karmārpaṇam, there is no breaking. That means breaking of his pure devotion. Still the pure devotion is maintained, and also karmārpaṇam is done. So that means gnana karma dhyanavrutam is maintained. How the gnana karma dhyanavrutam is maintained? By Bharata Maharaj, while doing the sacrifices. That means in his case, the condition for the pure devotion, how it is satisfied. This is elaborately discussed by our acharyas, and we should see the pure devotee's case. They are not doing that means apparently you may see that they are not doing the 24 hours devotion, direct sakshat bhakti. So then you may think, oh, the condition for the pure devotion is not satisfied in their case. But no, actually there is a parinishthita bhakti. So that is one more type of bhakti. So through that, so both are satisfied. They are doing the karmārpaṇam, and also that means they are setting example to the society, and also they are maintaining the conditions for the pure devotion. So that is discussed. That's it takes a lot of time actually. So now in the karmārpaṇam, whatever is needed, that much only will take, and we'll go forward. We'll go further actually. And I will give if you want to hear, so I will give those lectures I taught in that Bhakti Vaibhava classes in the 5th canto while I was teaching. So I can give the videos. You can go through the links for those videos. Today I shared some links. Just you may see, if you feel it is useful, you see. Otherwise, so ignore those videos. No problem. So what? In general, not in general, karma phalam vastutaha bhagavad ashrayameva. Whenever you do the karma, the result is in whose hands actually? So result, the giver of the result, who is that result or giver? The Supreme Personality of the Godhead. But the wicked people who are not durbuddhehe, that means people who are not having the right intelligence, who are having the bad intelligence. What they think, atmasat kurvatah, they think that they are the cause for the result of that karma. But actually, the result of the karma is in the hands of the Lord, not in the hands of us. And falsely they identify that they are the owners of that, and also the owner of that result is Lord, and it is also in the shelter of the Lord, and it is given by the Lord. But falsely we think that we are the owner of that Lord. That means these people who are ignorant, they think that they are the owners of that Lord, and they are the performers of, are the because of their work the result is coming, like that they think. So if they think like that, then that means they are claiming the result and the ownership on that result. Then in that case, what they will be getting? Tuchcha phalapatihi. They will be getting the that means just the result of that karma, and also samsara. They will be continued in that means life after life in this material world. Tuchcha phalapati samsarascha. That means samsara will be continued for them. But intelligent people, they are very so intelligent. What they will do? They understand, oh, even I do, but actually the real doer is Prakriti, and the owner of that result is the Lord, and it is given by him, and it should be given to him. This is the thinking of Sudhiyaha. Sudhiyaha means who has the right intelligence. So they think they understand that the owner of the result is karma of the karma is the Supreme Lord, and they will give to him only. By this, they will be getting a big benefit. But if you claim your ownership on the result, you will be getting only that much result of that work, that karma, nothing more. And sometimes even that may not be there also. That also we discussed. So because the result of the karma depends upon your past karma also. Because Lord will be calculating what kind of past karma he is having, and based upon that he is giving. So that's why ultimately the problem is, so you may not get the result also sometimes. And also even if it is very cheap, it's nothing actually. So that's why what is the intelligence? In this whole world, everyone has to, that's why human civilization means what? Everyone should follow their prescribed duties, and they have to offer their result to the Lord. That means atah kumbir varnashrama vibhagasha, atah kumbir dhishreshta varnashrama vibhagasha, swanishchitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshana. That is human civilization. What do you see? So that is the human civilization. Human civilization means Prabhupada clearly explains. Everyone should understand the Krishna principles of Krishna consciousness. So who is Krishna? Krishna is the owner of everything, and he is the giver of all the results for every work, and he is the owner of all the results of everyone's work, and it should be given to him, and it should be done for his pleasure. If everyone understands this, then that is human civilization. And one of the objectives of our Krishna conscious movement is spreading and establishing this principle. So this is so Prabhupada says in several places. So, but this is for who didn't develop the full Shraddha. But someone who developed the full Shraddha, so for him there is no need to do any karma, and there is no need he should not be bounded by the so-called principles of Varna and Ashram Dharma. He should be following fully the principles of devotion. So that's why we should develop the right intelligence in the people actually. This is the thing we are learning from the example of Bharat Maharaj. It is a Gadya actually, 576. Sampracharatsu nana yogeshu vicharitam. Okay, I will zoom it actually. Nana yogeshu virachitanga kriyeshu apurvam yattam kriyafalam dharmakyam pare brahmani yajna purushe sarvadevata linganam mantranam arthaniyamakatāya sakshat kartari paradevatayam bhagavati swasudeve eva bhavayamana atma naipunya mrudita kashayaha havishwadharyabhihi Ruhyamaneshu sa yajamano yagna bhajo devan tan purusha avayaveshu abhyadayat. How Bharata Maharaj did his sacrifice. So by that, the principles of pure devotion is not broken. That is a very special topic. That itself is a very special topic. These are all the special topics can be discussed at any other time. So here what Bharata Maharaj did such a way, so whatever the sacrifice is doing, he is offering that result to the Lord. Vasudeve, Bhagavati, Brahmani, Yajna Purushe, and so on. So these are all the Visheshnas for the Lord. In him only he offered. And when performing the yajna, so there will be the oblations will be given to the different demigods, like Indraya Swaha, Chandraya Swaha, Suryaya Swaha, like this. So even while doing that, he that means his pure devotion is maintained. So he is seeing every devata as the limb of the Lord. Purusha avayaveshu eva abhyadayat. That means devaha tan purusha avayaveshu abhyadayat. Dhyayat. That means he is meditating he is meditating on the parts of the Lord only. Even the oblations are given to the demigod. Okay, ultimately what we have to grasp from here we should learn that if one is intelligent enough, he should offer the result of his karma to the Lord, and he should get the big benefit. That is, that kind of karma is the medicine for this tapatraya. It will relieve him from the tapatraya. So it is an extra point. That is the intelligence that is said here. Anyway, I'm skipping all this. Then after that, that means, and also just proof is there. Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijananti tatvena taschavanti te. Before that, he is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, Yepyanya devata bhakta yajante shraddhaya anvita tepi mameva kaunteya yajanti yavidi purvakam. Sometimes actually who are not intelligent enough, what they do, they are offering their results of the karma to the devatas, and or otherwise they are worshipping the devatas to get the result of their karma. So, but that is what? That is the pashanditvam. That means they are becoming the pakandi actually. That is not the right method actually. They should understand that ultimately even Karmakanda also is saying that offer the result to the Vishnu only. If you don't offer result to the Vishnu, then you will be entangled actually. Vedas also, everywhere in the Vedas, so different types of bhakti is only promoted actually. But who are not understanding the principles of the bhakti, who are not understanding the supremacy of the Lord, they who are having the short sight and who are having the durbuddhi, they are offering their results to the different demigods and trying to get the results from them. But actually, the demigods also are powered by the Supreme Lord. And worshipping the demigods means indirectly you are worshipping the Supreme Lord only. But this is not the recommended thing. What Lord is not not happy with the indirect this kind of worship. Why? Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha. If I am the enjoyer of everything and I am the master of everything, why you are not worshipping me directly? Why you are worshipping the demigods whom I appointed? So, natu mam abhijananti. So tatvena atah chavanti te. So then that means they are not knowing me and they are falling. They are tatvena, that means they are not understanding, they are falling from the tattva. And also in the other places of Bhagavatam it is said that if anyone is not doing bhakti, that means he is not offering his results to the Lord. That means he might not be, pure devotees are very few. It's not that they're so easy to find the pure devotees in the society. So So Prabhupada also says it's a rare to find. But goal is pure devotion only. Our goal is pure devotion only, but we should act according to our adhikara. That is also very important. So that's why our course aim also, if you see, why we are doing this course. So to understand our situation in the bhakti path and try to act according to our adhikara and also we should target our goal properly and try to become serious to reach that goal. So that's the aim of our objective of this course. So that's the point, same thing. So we are saying that pure devotion is goal of our life, but according to our adhikara, we should act. So here, Lord, what he is saying, he's demanding offering of every karma to him. In Bhagavad Gita, also first 6 chapters, what you are seeing, one should offer his results of his karma to the Lord. That is the aropa siddha bhakti. And by that, with the love and care, he should offer. Then, and with the aim of what? Pure devotion. With the aim of pure devotion, he should offer. Then he will progress. Okay, offering might be done. Anyway, what are the motivations behind offering? We are going to see very quickly now. So that also we'll be discussing. Now, here what Krishna is saying, he is the master of everything, then why you are not offering to me? Why you are offering to the demigods? This is said. Now, by offering that, what will happen? By offering the karma to the Lord, what will happen? Is said here in the next gadya. Evam karma vishuddhya vishuddha sattvasya antar hridayakasha sarire brahmani bhagavate vasudeve ma purusha rupo upalakshane Sri vatsa kaustubha vanamali adir gadadibir upalakshite nija purusha hrul likiten atmani purusha rupena virochamana uchchaistaram bhaktir anudinam edamanah ajayata. Spelling mistake is there in it. That means by offering this, what happening? Bhakti edamana means is growing actually. It's keep on growing. So simple, when you do every activity for the pleasure of the Lord, that means whatever you are doing, karma, because so karma is prescribed for us. So that we are offering that to the Lord with love and care, then what will happen? That means priti. That means savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti adokshaje ahaituki apratihata. So paro dharma means what? They're offering our karma to the Lord. Paro dharma means that. Savai pumsam paro dharma yatah bhakti adokshaje. So by offering karma to the Lord, what is happening? What is happening? Bhakti will be produced. What is the meaning of bhakti? That is known as Suddha Bhakti. That is ahaituki apratihata. So offering karma will lead to Suddha Bhakti. Will lead to Suddha Bhakti. How it will lead? Just offering by karma is not only sufficient. There is a need to hear so Krishna Katha in the association of the devotees to develop the Shraddha. So and to understand the ultimate mean of every living entity is the bhakti. That is the constitutional activity for the living entity. That they should understand and they should develop full faith for that and finish. Then what is there in the samsara? What you want to do? So are we going to carry our family, our building, our property, or our wife, or the children? Are we going to carry? Are they coming with us for the whole life, and in the Goloka those will be accompanying? No, actually. Nothing actually. Nothing is going to come. What is our constitutional position? We are the servant. And acting on the 24 hours is our ultimate situation actually. This has to be understood actually. That point has to be convinced. That is when we convince that and fully, so it's not so easy definitely, but because inside there are so many kinds of the doubts will be there which will be stopping, and because of this, and also if one commits the serious offenses, even in the case the results of the offenses are 5 types. 5, not 5 times, 5. One is the kutilata, ashraddha, bhakti-nishta chavaka vastuantra abhiniveshaha. Next, saithilyam, bhakti saithilyam. Fifth one is bhakti kruta ahankar. These 5 results will come. If someone offended so seriously, that means he is having the aparadhas, then even he is in the association of the pure devotees and he is regularly hearing the Bhagavatam, but still he is not going to get the Shraddha. There will be Ashraddha. So this may be happening in some cases actually. This will also, chance is there because of previous, some very dangerous offenses. So might be there. And so even in the association, so even after hearing the Bhagavatam thoroughly again and again, so not able to develop such a surrenderance to the Lord, means there is an offense actually. So for that, they need the special mercy of the devotees. That means Guru, especially Guru, who will uplift or who will be push. So for push, that means from that offense, who can take out from that. That means sometimes small children is not able to cross the some hurdle actually. Maybe he's going on the. So then father will be lifting him and keep. So that kind of treatment sometimes will be needed actually. Or otherwise, someone is not in such association, but he is really didn't go through the properly all the shastras, bhakti shastras, and didn't understand the swarupa of the bhakti properly, and that's why he didn't get the faith. Then in that case, he should go through those books and understand the bhakti shastras thoroughly in the association of the devotees and should go. This is the thing. Next, here, by doing the karmārpaṇam, then what? Visuddha sattvasya antarhridaya. So once karma vishuddhya, then his activities are purified. Then what will happen? So he will be getting the bhakti. Bhakti means here. That means his taste for the Lord, that means hearing about Lord will increase. By this, that means his service, that means direct service to the Lord, is keep on increasing. Okay, this is the that's why evam purvokta prakarena karma visuddhya vishuddha sattvasya bhaktihi sashraddha shravana kirtanadi lakshana ajayata iti anvayaha. That means by offering the karma, antakarana will be purified, and by hearing the Bhagavatam and understanding the swarupa of the Lord, understanding the swarupa of the bhakti, so his shraddha will increase, and finally, so he will be getting the full faith in the Lord, and he will be entering into the pure devotion. This is the everywhere it is only the, this is only the functionality, this is only the process actually, we can see. Now, this karmārpaṇam is 2 types. You can see our files also. Types of karmārpaṇam. Karmārpaṇam is 2 types. Bhakti-mātrañca, second is tasmin-tattyāga-rūpa. Yes, karmārpaṇam, that means this is the activity. Activity done by either body, mind, or speech. This we are offering to the Lord. This is offering to the Lord. This is offered to the Lord. That will be offered to the Lord. Karmārpaṇam. Here what? This karmārpaṇam is in the 2 forms. That karmārpaṇam is with love. Is with love for the Lord. And second is with only renunciation. That means renunciation of that karma or the result of the karma. So with that mood also someone can offer. Okay. There are the two types of moods actually. That's why karmārpaṇam is having the two forms. So that's why bhakti-mātrañca tasmin-tattyāga-rūpa. This is one, this is two. Tasmin means in Bhagavan, tat-prīṇanarūpa, just to leave. So, sake of leaving, he is leaving. Then where you can find this kind of two types of karmārpaṇam is there. So it is said in the, one second. It is said in the Purana, yathoktam kaurmyam. Prīṇātu bhagavānīṣah karmanānena śāśvatah karoti satatam buddhya brahmārpaṇamidam param yadva phalanam sannyāsam prakuryāt parameshware karmanām etadapyāhur brahmārpaṇamanuttamam. See in this, Bhagavan Isha karmana anena prīṇātu. That means Lord may be pleased, actually, be is there. Lord may be pleased by the offering of this karma. One will be doing this kind of karma. This kind of karma. This is the best karma. Next. Yadva. Adva means or else. Phalanam sannyasam prakuryāt parameshware. Sannyasam means living. He doesn't have any love, just living, because he wants to come out from the entanglement of the karma. So then to further, he should leave the karma, results of the karma. So that's why he is living in the Lord. So this is also, that means one should renounce the results of karma in Lord. When if he wants the liberation from this material miseries. This is also good karma. Like that means in the Kurma Purana, you are seeing the two types of karmārpaṇam. Okay. That means in this whole universe, there are the two types of the two forms of the karmārpaṇam we can see. Is there any other form? Can you quote? No. There is no other possibilities there. Okay. Karmārpaṇam is done fine. But now the point is, what is the motivation? That means someone is offering that result of the karma to the Lord with love. He is offering that result of the karma to the Lord with love. Definitely there may be some motivation behind this or not. Huh? Someone is nicely inviting you to his house and is feeding so much with love. Behind that, there will be some different motivations. Maybe he is expecting some help from you. Or otherwise, maybe he is feeling you as his son. That means some kind of affection he might be having. Or different things. Motivations definitely will be there. So then what is the motivation? Now we have seen two different forms of the karma. One is done with love and another is done with mood of renunciation. So now what is the motivation behind these? That we have to analyze. That is said. Tatra nimittani. Nimittani means motivations. Tat-prīṇi. There are the three possible motivations. So now you see, you have to remember all this. In this day-to-day life, in your day-to-day life, you will not find anything out of these possibilities. There are the three motivations and two forms of the karmārpaṇam. You have to fully, that means keep this in your mind. What are the motivations? Kāmanā naiṣkarmyam bhakti-mātrañca iti. Kāmanā. There are three motivations for doing karmārpaṇam. One is kāmanā, means material desire. Naiṣkarmyam means freedom from karma. Third one is bhakti-mātrañca. That means doing karmārpaṇam for attaining pure devotion. For attaining pure devotion. Okay. So now, nishkamantu kevalam na sambhavati. Someone may say here, Prabhu, I am doing the karmārpaṇam to the Lord, but I don't have any motivation. Is this condition is possible? Is this condition is possible? Tell me. Yeah, Rambhadra, please. Can you unmute?
No, Prabhuji.
Yes, Maya Narsingh Prabhu, you want to say something? Yes, you want to say then. Very nice.
No, Prabhuji, it is not possible because Jiva is always active.
Jiva is always
Active and is always trying to do something.
that is another thing. Is there any motivation? I am saying. Najatu pashishanamapi ishtatya karma kritya. That is the Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah,
Without doing any activity, it cannot stay. That is that we are not asking. Can, that means anyone do karmārpaṇam to the Lord? Karmārpaṇam means it should be to the Lord only. Karmārpaṇam for the devatas, karmārpaṇam for your friend, karmārpaṇam for your relatives is not karmārpaṇam actually. That is not considered as a karmārpaṇam. That is already ruled out. Because if you don't offer karma, if you don't offer karma to the Lord, then those are all useless. Who is saying this? Who is saying? Any karma which is not offered to the Lord is useless. Who is saying? We discussed this. Narada Muni. Very good. Narada Muni is saying it. naiṣkarmyam apyachyad bhavavarjatam nasobhate gnānamalam niranjanam nakutah punah tasvabhadramishare nacharpitam yadapyakaranam. So that's why not offering to the Lord means that's a rule out case. We don't want to discuss that. But karmārpaṇam means it should be to the Lord. If you offer to the demigods, it is also known as karma only. It is not bhakti. So it will not be, bhaktitva will not come into that activity. So to that activity, to that karma, bhaktitva will not be coming. So that's offering demigods also is ruled out. So then karmārpaṇam means it should be done to the Lord only. Okay. But can anyone do the karmārpaṇam to the Lord without any motivation? It is not possible. Yeah, Rambhadra Prabhu, you want to say something?
Yeah, because every action always has to have a motivation behind it, a desire. So that's why.
Yes, Prabhu. Every action, whatever we do, is always with motivation. What Archana Bhakti-mātrañca? Archana Mātrañca.
Prabhu, is pleasing the Lord also motivation?
Why not? It's not motivation. It's also motivation. It's a nimitta is there. Otherwise, he will not do that. Why someone is doing? Pleasing the Lord is the motivation.
But it is not. But it is not like we are thinking of ourselves, no? So
Right. Is it motivation or not?
motivation means something which to do for ourselves.
Why you are
we call
giving
it motivation.
such a bad meaning for motivation? Why you are giving? Why motivation? What kind of mistake motivation word did? Motivation is not a wrong word actually. If we are saying that motivation means, oh, selfishness is there. This is why we have to put all that kind of weight on the word of motivation. That's the innocent word, motivation. Jivadaya Prabhu.
Prabhu, is it possible that sometimes people visit Vishnu temple out of duty? It's like, some people go to Vishnu temple, they are connected to Lord Vishnu only, but there is no active love. They just do because, okay, marriage has happened, so we have to visit. Okay, some house has been built, so we have to visit. If there is a duty, so is that could be counted among, like, there's no motivation? I mean, no material desire.
Prabhu, you have to stick to the discussion. Karmārpaṇam we are saying. You are saying the going to the temple. That's a different, no? Karmārpaṇam is done out of motivation, out of the duty, you are saying.
Yes.
So what is the motivation behind that duty then? There should be something will be there. Why duty is good?
Some family tradition coming from forefathers that my father was doing, so I am also supposed to do.
Yeah. So my father is doing, so that's why I am also doing. So that means this is my tradition. This kind of tradition I should follow. So why he has to follow that? You cannot say that without any motivation. These are only three possible motivations. Because if I don't follow my father, what I have said, then my life will be in the miserable condition. You'll be saying that. Right?
Yeah.
Your desire is coming. No? You want to be materially happy. Without motivation, that's why next line is coming. So next line is coming. Yad hi kurute jantu tat kāmasya cheshtitam. Yad hi kurute jantuhu. Jantuhu means not only human beings, all the living entities, whoever is having the material body. Yad hi kurute jantuhu tat kāmasya cheshtitam. Tat kāmasya cheshtitam. That means so yad hi kurute. Yad hi kurute jantu tat kāmasya cheshtitam. Whatever is done by any activity done by the living entity, that means having some kind of motivation behind. Kāmasya cheshtitam. It will be having some desire behind. Definitely it is having some desire. So maybe to please the Lord, material desire, or otherwise a relief from this entanglement with this material world. There is nothing else. There is nothing else in this world than find actually. Yeah, Rukmini Vallabh.
Yeah. My question is this: sometimes we see in our Vaishnava culture, some Mataji is doing demigod worship due to some reasons, like his father-in-law or mother-in-law is telling, no, you have to do this, otherwise it will not be good. So he's doing by force. So he is doing just like a duty. Then what will be said about this? She do not want to do this, but she is doing due to order of her mother-in-law or father-in-law.
So we are not discussing this case. Why we are not? This is not our case. Why? He is doing out of the, that means force from his mother. Otherwise, his mother will beat him. Because of that, he is doing. This is not our case of our discussion. Why? Who will tell? Archana Bhakti Mataji. Want to tell?
Prabhuji, because pure unalloyed devotional service, anukulyata is broken, no? If you do it by force.
Not pure unalloyed. We are not at all enter into the pure unalloyed. To become bhakti, what is the needed thing? Anukulyana Krishnanuselana. That means some boy is there and he is doing the activity, or otherwise he is doing activity and offering. So out of the force of the someone, that means otherwise his mother will beat him. So then that's why he is offering. So then out of the what fear he is offering. Out of fear he is offering, then what is this? This is known as, so anukulyata is not there. That's why this is not the point of discussion. So we are discussing the bhakti. That's why the definition of the bhakti should be remembered. Bhakti means the Swarupa Lakshana of the bhakti is what? Seva or otherwise Anukulyana Krishnanuselanam. These are the two definitions we give. That means one from the Garuda Purana, another from the Bhakti Rasamrita. So we are not discussing pure unalloyed devotion. That is the next topic actually. Anyway, so that's the Anukulyana Krishnanuselanam is not there.
Prabhuji, if she is offering to Krishna that after doing, because he understood that if she will offer this to Krishna, she will not get result. So what will we say?
I didn't get over.
Yes, Prabhuji, I am telling. If she is offering this after doing this worship, she is offering to Krishna. Out of fear of karma result. He is offering to Krishna after doing this.
हिंदी में बोलिए, आप हिंदी में बोलिए.
Yes, वो ये कर्म फल वो ये जो वर्शिप कर रहे हैं, ये वर्शिप करने के बाद कृष्णा को तो समर्पित कर रहे हैं, ऐसा कर्म फल.
प्रभु मैं आपको बाद में आप कॉल करिए. Okay, Hari Gopal Prabhu.
One of the other conditions is also that there is the body, mind, and action. But in this case, the mind is not cooperating with that particular action because he's doing it externally, but not with the mind. Can we take it also that way?
We define that either by body or mind or speech or either two or three.
Okay. Okay.
Chesta we defined like this. So the Anukulyan Krishnanuselanam, that's why, yes, you have to check that. If that is not there, then that is not our discussion. So that will be ruled out. So here, so that's why someone is offering to the Lord with the love and with the, so just to renounce. In this also, you may ask here, hey, he is offering to the Lord with the mood of renouncing. So where there is a Anukulyata, you may ask this. You can ask this question actually. Then what is that? The answer is, here Anukulyata is there. That means pleasing of the Lord is there, but in the what form? It is in the semblance. The semblance of Anukulyata is there. Chaya-rūpa, that means shadow. Shadow of the Anukulyata is there. But not exactly Anukulyata is not there. That anyway, Joe Goswami is going to establish. Because Acharyas, whenever they write book, they will be covering all the possible conditions and what is the permutations and combinations. And they will, so you have to just understand the text in deeply. And everything will be answered. Is there, everything is there. It's like that. Okay, Radhanaga Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the person the motivation behind offering his karmas to Lord is because Lord is the only one who reciprocates whatever we offer. It's a two-way. It's a two-way traffic. That if we offer anything to Lord out of motivation, then Lord is the only one who will reciprocate back to us. This is a motivation that we offer it to Lord, our karmas.
So that
Due
means
to
Lord,
due
that
to any
means
reason.
you,
Yeah.
what is the motivation behind that? You want to please him. You want to have exchange with him.
Yeah, due to any reason, maybe a material desire, maybe freedom from karma, or attaining love of Lord. In all the three cases, Lord is perfect. He is the one who can reciprocate with us.
That means why we are doing karmārpaṇam to the Lord only. That point you are saying.
Yeah, this is the reason behind our motive. This is the motivation behind
Because
offering
he's
our
a master.
karma.
Ahameva bhokta prabhurevacha, he's saying. Ahameva bhokta prabhurevacha. Ahameva sarvayajnana bhokta prabhurevacha. He is the master of everything. Then, so no, we should offer to him only. No? Everything is belonging to him, and we should give to him only. Where we can give them. So
Yes,
that is the
yes.
reason.
Yeah.
He is telling. Okay, so let us continue. Now we took already the amount of time. So just because I want to make all of you, so that means there is nothing is, that means you should not have fear that, oh, I learned this much and maybe so much is there to cover. It's not like that. So that means everything is, all the conditions are here covered actually. Everything is clear here. So to make you all to feel that, that's why I took little time here. Okay, now continue. So there are three motivations behind the two forms of the karmārpaṇam. And without, that means you cannot say that naiṣkarmyam tu kevalam na sambhavati. That means without any motivation I offer to the Lord. Is not at all possible actually. Because janati ichchati yatati. Janati ichchati yatati. Desiring is the inherent property of Jivatma. You write it. Desire is the inherent. Desiring is the inherent, intrinsic, or otherwise inherent characteristic of a Jivatma. Without desiring, even a single activity can be performed. In the so-called, in the material life, that means the lovers, they think that I am loving you without any motivation. What is this? You cannot find actually such a situation. If someone is intelligent enough, so it's a simply bogus. So bogus just transactions or exchanges, which are all just cheating each other. It's a kind of cheating each other. Because without any motivation, without any desire. So because desire is the property of the jiva, where it will go again. If you do any activity, there will be some, definitely there is some desire behind that. Even an ant is moving. It is not moving just like that. It is moving with the desire of finding his food. Even a single ant also will not move. So then what to speak of us? We are already having so many desires. Even the who wants to go and marry into the Brahman, so they are also having the desire. That means they want to get out from this miserable life. That is, so having these three kleshas. So they want tat-prīṇanarūpa. They want to come out from the tat-prīṇanarūpa. That is the desire. That's why akama moksha kamo. So akama sarva kamo. So moksha kama udaradi. Moksha kama. Moksha is also kama only. Here Sridhar Swami says, even the liberation is also desire only. You cannot say that these Brahmanandis, they don't have, that means the practitioners, the jnanis, they don't have any desire. No, they are also having the desire. That's why moksha kama is said. Moksha kama is said. And devotees, definitely they have desires. Their desire is anyabhilashta sunyam. But here, for the pure devotion also, there Rupa Goswami didn't say abhilasha sunyam, he didn't say desireless, he didn't say anyabhilashita sunyam, he said. Not having the other desires. That means you should have one desire. What is that? Pleasing of Krishna. That desire should be there. You cannot say that, oh, pure devotee, they don't have any desires. How can you say? Because that is a property of the Jivatma, where it will go. So that's why Anya Abhilashita Sunya means Anya means other, not having the other Abhilashas, means other desires. Then it should have some desire. Then what is that? That is the pleasing of Krishna. That desire should be there. So that's why karmārpaṇam, which is in the two forms, he will be having the three different motivations. Kāmanā, next naiṣkarmyam, third one is bhakti-mātrañca.
So what is akam in that verse? Akam means?
Akama means, so bhakti. Akama means bhakti there because relatively that it is said. That means sarvakama, whatever is discussed in that chapter, that in the different demigods are giving, those are all material desires, and moksha is also desire. But compared to those two, it is not desire. It's a superlativeness. It's comparison actually. Because those are all desires, but which are cheap. But compared to that, this is not cheap. That's why it is said as akama.
What was the third word? Janati, Ichhati,
Yatati.
Yatati. Okay, thank you.
So now, okay. Atra cha kāmanā naiṣkarmyoho prāyaha chatati. Atra kāmanā naiṣkarmyoho prāyaha karma-tyāgah प्रीणनं तु तद आभास एव स्वार्थपरत्वात्. प्रीणनं तु तद आभास एव स्वार्थपरत्वात्. Now you have to see our diagram. That means we can make a little diagram here. In this kāmanā, you are able to see the cursor? Rolling of cursor. Kāmanā and naiṣkarmyam. These two motivations will be having the what form of the karmārpaṇam? These two, that means whoever is having the either kāmanā, that means material desire as motivation, or if anyone is having the freedom from karma is the motivation, then they do karmārpaṇam with what kind of tat-prīṇanarūpa. They do the what kind of karmārpaṇam? Tat-prīṇanarūpa. That means there also pleasing of the Lord is there. That means pleasing of the Lord is there, and the little bit pleasing of the Lord is there. And what? But behind that pleasing of the Lord is what? Leaving the result of the karma. That means they want to renounce. So the result of the karma. So that's why this so-called pleasing is what? Is just a shadow. It is not the real pleasing. This is what? Abhasa-rūpa. It is it's a mere pretense. It's a mere pretense. That means he wants to. That means someone who is desiring material benefit, he might be showing love to the Lord while offering. But what is the real thing? He wants to get the material benefit. So because of that swartha, he might be showing that kind of pleasing. So then that kind of karmārpaṇam is there. The pleasing is what? Semblance. Is a pretense only. So that's why, and he's just leaving that karma, and there is no love. So that he has to get the benefit. He has to get the benefit. Try to understand the subtle consciousness, how it is analyzed here. So someone is having the material desire, and he is offering his karma to the Lord, and he is showing some love for the Lord, but it is not said the tat-prīṇanarūpa. Why? That kind of love, whatever he is showing, that is not the real love, that is only semblance of the love. Because his swartha is the main, actually. His swartha is the main. That means he is offering, the motivation is material desire. So that's why in that kind of karmārpaṇam, so it is not considered as a tat-prīṇanarūpa. There, the whatever the pleasing is there, anukulita is there, that is only the what semblance, is just a drama, pretense, because of his material motivation. So this is the and he's just, that means he's leaving a result to the Lord. So if we come to the next one is what? Naiṣkarmyam. Someone is, oh, so he's full of is fully fed up of with this material world. So now I don't want anything actually, because if I accept any result of karma, then I will be so having the burden. So let me get released from this. He wants the release from this material entanglement. With that motivation, he is offering, because everything is in the hands now. So that's why he is trying to show the some so-called pleasing mood towards the Lord. But that is pleasing is known as semblance only. That is semblance. That is not pretense. That's a mere pretense. And that is not just what? That's a tyaga-rūpa. That kind of karmārpaṇam is known as tyaga-rūpa, as leaving the reason. So that's why now what you should understand, in this tasmin-tattyāga-rūpa is done by the two different people who are having the motivation of either material desire or freedom from karma. Okay. But now come to the third case. That is it. Atracha kāmanā naiṣkarmyoho prāyaha karma-tyāgaha prīṇanam tu tad ābhāsa eva swarthaparatvat. But bhakto, but now another candidate is there. Is another candidate, and he understood bhakti is the ultimate, and Lord is the supreme Lord, supreme personality of the Godhead. He is the supreme one, and he is now I am the servant, so I should serve him. So now that's why he is offering the result of his karma to please the Lord. Only the reason, no other swartha. That means he doesn't have any swartha. Pleasing the Lord is only the motivation for him. So then, so that's why swartha is different and the motivation is different. Many people, they get confused actually. So motivation is always swartha. That's why the word should be utilized in a precise way. The meaning should be known properly and used. So now he is offering the karma of his result, result of his karma to please the Lord. Then it is what? Then that kind of prinanam, whatever the pleasing is there, that is real pleasing, because he is not desiring anything. If he is desiring anything, then that pleasing is a pretense. It is also pleasing, but it is pretense. It is a semblance of the pleasing. It's a chaya. It's a chaya. So that's why bhakti-mātrañca is in case whose case? Bhakti-mātrañca kāma. Someone is desiring only pure devotional service. That means he wants to become pure devotee. Then he will be offering his result of the karma to please only Lord. So that's why here it is coming what? Desiring devotion, pure devotion. So, desiring pure devotion. So that person, whoever having motivation of pure devotion, attaining or motivation of attaining pure devotion, then he will offer with love. That love is real love. So this kind of offering one should do. अभी हम लोग स्वयं चेक करना चाहिए. तो Kitna. So we have to judge ourselves. Whatever we offer to the Lord, maybe you may give donation so to the Lord, 10,000, 5,000. What is the motivation? Oh, Lord, okay, you should be happy, but my daughter is not getting married, so you should see that also. Anyway, I have bhakti. Prabhuji, I want Lord to be. So that's why nobody is going to come and judge you, because nobody knows you better than you. So why we are telling all these concepts? So to judge yourself. So you can understand in which kind of karmārpaṇam you are doing. If you are doing already pure devotion 24 hours, that means you are 24 hours chanting the holy name like Haridas Thakur or someone, are doing the 24 hours engaged in the purely devotion. That means saksha bhakti. Then that is in his case there is no karmārpaṇam. Karmārpaṇam will not be there in that case. If someone pure devotee is doing karma and offering, like example Bharat Maharaj, that is what parinishthita bhakti. That is only to set the example. In their case also pure devotion is maintained. So that is a different case. So that kind of category also might be there. But otherwise, most of the people are not in that platform actually. So then what is your motivation? Whenever many people we offer the results of our karma to the Lord. So it should be what? If you are desiring pure devotion, then you should not expect anything. Prabhuji, thoda sa 80G bill bhi mil jayega kya? Iske saath 80G receipt. Thoda hamara ho jayega to tax returns. So we have to think. Think what? हाँ तो वो ठीक है तो क्या है उसमें तो आते तो ले लेंगे ना. How to see? Okay, I can stay with my family also there and here can get nice accommodation, nice prasadam, and we can get the relief so that we are giving to somebody, the Lord. So that we're expecting some accommodation and something, we'll be happily staying there for 3 days in a year. Big temples, wherever I go, they can understand that. Don't need to say the name. So that is the thing you have to see. How our offering is done to the Lord. So kāmanā, it's not so easy, no? It's not so easy. Doing the karmārpaṇam only for the pleasing the Lord. Not so easy. But it should be. Should be. Then what will happen? Chitta will be purified. Antakarna shuddhi will come. You might be seeing sometimes there will be fighting also after doing the donations and these, that. There are so many issues will happen. So that's the principles of pure devotion that should be understood. And if someone is desiring purely devotion, then in that case, he should offer that result so to please the Lord and without any swartha, without any material desire or otherwise without any. Some people, many people, they also offer in what kind of thing, Oh, anyway, so my children are not, and this is all, they're all not good, and this medical world is not good, and we'll give to the Lord. Okay. So there is not love. That means they have frustration actually in this material world. On the material world, they have frustration, and out of that they also. So, but what is the mood? It should be purely. So only the pleasing the Lord. Yes, Prabhu. Anish Prabhu. Oh, Indranish Prabhu actually. Yeah, his name is initiated. So you can unmute Prabhu for a raising hand. Are you able to unmute? No? Okay.
Yes.
You are also on. Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Prabhu, I have a query regarding our society, ISKCON society. There are many people who are working full-time as a full-time devotees some brahmacharis also there and some grahasthas also there. But at many places and many temples, they are being provided with salaries. So in what category these people are being can be considered? What kind of bhakti will be it? For the eyes of the world, definitely they are full-time, they are totally dedicated. But if we, according to Jiva Goswami, according to what you have taught, how can we categorize them? What result they'll get?
Yeah, it depends upon their consciousness, Prabhu. So someone is just taking the whatever is ena kena chit. So that means whatever is given to them. If that means if they are if they want to pure devotees, that means they want to do the purely devotion. They want, that is their goal. So it's not a so easy thing. Actually, what even I am not in that level, but I am also discussing the various combinations. And whatever is given Srila Jiva Goswami, I am discussing. I am not at all a pure devotee. First of all, I am clarifying it. And I also want to become. And but I am just my understanding, I may say, but maybe wrong also. The thing is, in the society, some people may take maintenance, because I told you in the yesterday's class, if someone wants to just to protect their body, protecting the body is not a desire, material desire. Why? Because that body is needed to do the devotion. That means chesta, if you want to do, say the body, mind, or speech, that is always in connected with soul and body should be together. To do the purely devotion, one can desire to protecting the body, to maintain the body. For that only, for the barely for that. If someone is taking some money, which is coming automatically from the devotees, and without any pressure or without anything. So then, so he is purely, that means dependent on the Lord, actually. It's purely dependent. And then it's fine. And otherwise, if someone is taking the money, it's a different case. And he is desiring this and that, some material comfort, then it is contaminated. So it's doing the service for good. But here the point is karmārpaṇam, actually. That is the taking, the actual taking. You are saying the example of taking. But here we are discussing the offering. What mood we are offering. That we will discuss. That what you are saying. That will be the difference. But here mainly I am telling to the donors, actually. This is for the people or the donors. So in the donors, what kind of mood we should cultivate? We should explain the of course, we are showing so many material benefits to get the donations. So, but the motivation should be the pure devotion for them. You should give the pure devotion as a motivation to donate the things, to do the service to the Lord, to offer something to the Lord. Then we are protecting our movement. But since we are not able to get the quick results, and if you water down the approach, that means if you show so many material motivations, then the real benefit is not reaching to the donor, since he is not sufficiently cultivated, or the since is not sufficiently. So that means at least we should try for this. But someone is not having in your boundary, but he is giving, definitely will take. But when you want to convince someone that you are purposefully taking, but best method is what? Best method is the motivation for him to give donation should be the pleasing the Lord. Pleasing the Lord should be the motivation. And that is the best. But we are already seeing even the bad karma also can be offered. Then someone is offering that with some material motivation is there. So we should engage them. I'm not saying that so it should not be taken. But it is a second level, actually, second category of the taking. But one day you should make him That means you should make him understand what is pure devotion. That is very important. That then you are doing the real benefit for him. But if he is offering out of material motivation, that is also going to purify him at certain level, and that will also helping him at certain level, because satyam dishati. That means 1 or 2 times he will be doing out of material motivation service. Then Lord bhakti-mātrañca will take away that motivation. So when he is doing regularly, so coming in association, then bhakti-mātrañca will suppress all material desires. So that's why at least you should engage him in the association. Oh, you took money from him and you left out. Then that is not good actually. And that means he is engaged in the service some extent, but you can do more actually. That's why it is said. That's the point. Maya Singh.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you mentioned that we should not have any motive from the Lord, but unfortunately, people like me and many are not that stage.
We should not have. What is that, Prabhu? We should not have
any expectation in return to whatever we are offering, like as you were explaining.
Motivation. Right? I'm saying that motivation should be only pleasing the Lord.
Ha, Prabhu. So, but in you see, when a practical sense, for a devotee, his ultimate shelter is Krishna only. So, in the 6 links of bhakti also, Rakshishya Shoti Vishwaso. So, that is also limb of surrender. So, in that he has got complete faith that Krishna will protect. So, but as a relationship, so relationship means there must be some exchange of feelings and desires and thoughts. So, ultimately, devotee will expect from the Lord only, even if he has got some material needs. So, asking for that, is it a crime or is it a wrong motive?
No, I'm not saying. I didn't say it's a crime. Satyam dishati adhitotitam. That said, he will give definitely. Someone is having some material attachment for the wife and also family. So then he is asking the protection from the Lord. So this kind of rakshishya means is not, he didn't in the purely devotional platform, but he is having some kind of bodily identification himself with. That means he's identifying himself also as a material relationship with someone, so and so. So because sarvadharman parityajya, that means sharanam mamekam sharanam raja, that is not there. But he is doing the some bhakti and offering to the Lord and expecting some protection from the Lord. So it is not condemned. Definitely he will be progressing. Let him do. But he should associate the pure devotees and read the Bhagavatam regularly, and so develop the full faith on the Lord. That should be done. He should progress. But best is what? Doing the offering. Then antakarna will be purified. But it is a painful. That means since we have material attachment, it is painful. But if you take that pain and with the fully love only, if you do, then antakarna will be purified. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji. From one more question on Shraddha part, you were beautifully explaining about Shraddha. So you quoted
Prabhu,
this.
actually, I will take this. One second. Let me conclude and then I will take question and answer session.
Okay, Prabhu.
Next. We will be seeing in the next class, tomorrow's class, examples. That means someone is doing the karmārpaṇam out of material motivation, material desire, out of the material desire as a motivation. So, and he is getting the result. That, and also for all these 3, that means kāmanā, so naiṣkarmyam, and bhakti-mātrañca. So, bhakti-mātrañca. These 3, for these examples will be seen. That means from the Bhagavatam. Then we'll shift to the Swarup Siddha Bhakti. Thank you very much. So class is over officially. If anyone wants to leave, they can leave. And anyone wants to ask questions, they can come. Yes, Prabhu. Minus.
Prabhuji, in regard to Shraddha, when you were explaining, Prabhuji, so Shraddha, you declare it as 100% faith on the Lord. as you quoted.
Mamekam. Mamekam. I am not. Okay, we have time now. Anyway. So if anyone wants to leave, they can leave. It will be going for a little long time. So we'll read the Prabhupada what he is saying. Today I share.
My question, Prabhuji. So in that Shraddha Shabda Vishwasa you quoted, and until unless he has not developed full Shraddha, he cannot stop working karma. Tavat karma ni kurvita, that verse. So that if it is, that is 100% faith which is talking with the word Shraddha, then what is the meaning of the word Shraddha in the verse Yadruchaya matkatadav jata shraddhastu yapuman? In that verse, what is the meaning of that Shraddha?
Same Shraddha, because those are all in one context only. It's a full Shraddha.
But there we have talked about the qualification for bhakti, whether it is not fully attached or not detached. So it is a Komala Shraddha, or is it a same Shraddha which you described, bro?
Full Shraddha. So full Shraddha. This will be the next course. I am going to deal all these levels. Shraddha and Shraddha. This Jiva Goswami is clearly establishing. Nanirvinno nati sakto also is saying. Yadruchaya matkatatav jata shraddhastu yapuman nanirvinno nati sakto bhakti yogasya siddhidaha. He will be qualified to do the bhakti. Nanirvinno nati sakti. He is not fully detached and is not fully attached. Fully detached means he is recommended to go for jnana, and fully attached, that is for the karma. And but this is not the major thing. Actually, Jiva Goswami says fully attachment or detachment is not a point. Only thing is Shraddha. That we will be discussing. This sloka has to be explained to you in a proper detailed way. So then you will. That's everywhere in this whole discussion. Shraddha comes in one more place that you are known. Yadruchya is the one place Shraddha came, and Tavat karmāna kurvita, in that also Shraddha is there. That same is carrying the Purna Shraddha.
Okay, Prabhu.
Any other questions? Archana Mata, yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You were talking about donors, that is, donation, people who are donating, or how do we see that a person who is a devotee wants to donate all his belongings, all his money and whatever he has, but right now he is thinking of himself also, that he should not be in a precarious condition without money or without anything. So he thinks that after I die, whatever belongs to me, I will give it to Krishna. But as long as I live, it should be with me.
My father is also like that. He is not giving anything, no. What will happen? He may go to, according to this now, the present situation, to maybe hell or somewhere. Once his property is engaged in the service, then he will be uplifted from there. He will be delivered from there.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Because now it is not engaged in the service. So once, that's why I convinced actually my father, so not to give this property to others, that means to my other siblings, that means my sisters who are not devotees. So if we give to them, what will happen? So they will be enjoying for material enjoyment. They will be using for their material enjoyment. What is the use? So he is not going to get any benefit. So at least, so if it is not given to them, then after his departure, it can be given for the service of the Lord. So that, so that will be adding, that means to his devotion. That Sukriti will be added to him. He will deliver.
But in case of devotees, Prabhu, like they are engaged in devotion throughout their life, but still they want to keep some Lakshmi with them so that it's not hindered in any way for their devotional service. And
yes, so gradually, so that is developing full Shraddha is not a discrete 0 to 1. It's not. It's gradually. So Lord also, because he's desiring pure devotion, and he's having some attachments, then Lord will be giving the injection, that means treatment. And he will take away, otherwise he will make loss or something, and slowly, so they will develop. So after that, once coming to the Purna Shraddha, the bhajana kriya will become very intense and progress also very quick. From the Shraddha to Bhava, one will reach very rapidly actually. It will not take much time. So before that itself is a big task. It's a big task.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Any other questions? Jai Ganesh.
Krishna Prabhu, on clarification, what is the difference between the naiṣkarmyam we discussed in 1.5.12 and the naiṣkarmyam in one of the motives here?
Yeah, naiṣkarmyam means so completely renouncing, that means detaching himself from the results of the karma. So he wants to come out from the entanglement of the karma. That means he doesn't want to do any further karma. If he does karma, then it will be becoming entanglement for him. So that's why he doesn't want to do any karma. So that is known as naiṣkarma, means he doesn't want to do any karma. Then what is that state? That is a Brahman. So that state is nothing but Brahman.
But the one mentioned in 1.5.12 was rejected by Narada Muni. Is that correct, Prabhu?
1.5.12, what is that? Naiṣkarma is rejected if there is no achyuta bhava.
Okay.
That means without, that means naiṣkarma means he is doing the karma and offering leaving the result of that karma, but he is not offering that to the Lord. Just he is leaving. Then that kind of offering, that kind of naiṣkarma is not going to give any result.
Like the people who does charity and not offering to the Lord.
Yes.
Okay. And
they might, they want to come out from the entanglement. They want to leave the burden of that result or karma, that money burden or whatever. Whatever that means, they want to come out. But then without achyuta bhava, naiṣkarma also will not purify the heart. Generally, naiṣkarma, what it should do? It should purify the heart. That it is not going to do.
And another thing, this naiṣkarmyam in the motives that we discussed today is taking that person to the path of jnana, correct?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you.
He will next become gnani.
Because he will associate with the devotees who are.
No.
I mean,
he will be associating with the jnanis.
Jnanis, yeah. Okay.
He is offering to the Lord because jnani said. Because in the Shastra it is said that if you want to get the liberation from the karma, you should offer that to the Vishnu. So with that mood only he will offer. There is no love, just he is offering that to the Vishnu, and so that he is going further. He is not developing any love. So he wants to leave from the entanglement of karma.
Okay, thank you.
Archana Mother.
Prabhu, one more question. So you said that when full faith is developed, then when a person only wants to do devotion, then he can leave his karma or prescribed duties. Just like said in two places, Tyaktva Swadharmam Charanambujam Hare, that one, and Sarva Dharman Parityaja, these two verses you quoted. Then you said if he cannot do both, then he is doing viguna. What is that viguna?
Viguna?
Did you say something? I wrote it down as viguna, so I'm thinking, what is that viguna?
Acha, viguna. Oh, Sve adhikare yanishta sa gunaha parikitah tad viparyaya dosha. That means
no adhikara, is it?
That means someone is not developing full shraddha and simply leaves the karma. Then what will happen? You tell me. Someone is not qualified to do the operating the body. He's not qualified. He didn't study MBBS. He didn't practice any medicine. But he's having the desire to serve the people by doing the operation, bypass surgery.
Murder, Prabhu.
And but he is telling that, oh Prabhu, so I want to serve you, and I will do the bypass surgery. Then what will happen? Then this is
Murder,
this
murder.
is what? This is Jagat Vanchakaha. This is Vanchaka is said as Jagat Vanchakaha. Who is saying? Vishwanath Chakravarti is saying Jagat Vanchakaha. Someone is not qualified and he is living the karma, his prescribed duty. And then that kind of person is known as Jagat Vanchaka. He's cheating. Of course, that means one might be hearing the glories of pure devotion, but he didn't develop such a shraddha, such a surrender towards the Lord, and he's living the duties. Jagat Vanchaka. That's why previously in when Rupa Goswami and after that Shat Goswamis, everyone started to become the Babajis, but they are not studying the Shastra thoroughly and understanding the conclusions of Shastra. That means Shastra, the Vishwasa, they didn't develop, and they left all the duties and coming to the Vrindavan. Then what happened, you know? Vrindavan, then Vaishnavism went to such a down stage. People are using the word Vaishnava to scold someone, because Vaishnava was treated in such a heinous way. This happened actually. That's why, so especially Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta, they smashed all these nonsense. So they brought the Daiva Varnashrama system actually. So becoming pure devotion, pure devotee needs the time and systematic training and guidance. You cannot simply artificially so just put a stamp of the pure devotion on the people and leaving the prescribed duties and creating the nonsense in the society. This should not happen. Otherwise, sannyasi, grahastha, that means brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasi, all these are all following our varnashrama. We are identifying ourselves with the ashram. Ashram is also part of bodily designation. 25, 50 years, 75 years, and more than 75 years. Yeah. Sannyas. And but we follow externally this, but what is the goal of this? Pure devotion. We should come out from all these designations. Now, I am not sannyasi, I am not the grahastha, I am not the vanaprastha, I am not the brahmachari. One should develop such a consciousness. But initially, so unless if you are not reaching to that stage, you cannot leave your prescribed, that means duties. As a brahmachari, you should not associate women. Yes, that you should follow. No, I am pure devotee and I can associate everyone. Everyone, I am seeing everyone as a soul. What will happen? This will create a nonsense actually. So you can see. This one I said. Swesvedikare ya nishta sa gunaha parakirtitaha viparyayastu doshahasya ubayor esha nischaya. This is a wonderful chapter, you know, in the 11th canto, 20 and 21st chapter. Very, very important. And also 19 also. 19, 20, 20. This sequence has to be heard. Sequence also. Uddhava is asking very intellectually and hard, saying so nicely and clarifying. So what is our mission actually? How the spiritual focus should happen. The spiritual focus, whatever is said, it is not just for it is not going to change. It is there eternally. Whatever is Kali Yuga, Uch Yuga, no problem. Only the matra will be changed, the degree of that. But otherwise, the system will be same. So that's why our acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta, they didn't say you all become Babajis. There is no designation, not sannyasi, not the brahmachari, not grihastha, no sanya, vanaprastha, no brahmana, no kshatriya, no vaishya, sudra. No, they didn't. they didn't give that kind of privilege to us. We accept the ashram. Should accept. Otherwise, there's all, even Mata is also going, Prabhu is also going, male and female both are going on the name of pure devotion. And in the matas, in the ashramas, in the Vrindavan, they started doing the prostitution. Illicit sex. Completely sahajiya, artificial. This is this damage or movement actually. 500 years in that, many years, many hundreds of years gone because of this nonsense. Because pure devotion means sarva dharman parityaja. That means you got full shraddha, means you can leave karma. That's recommended. That's not recommended. That is a must actually. You should leave karma. You should not practice. Only in some cases, to set example, you can practice. So otherwise, you can leave. You should leave and do the 24 hours devotion. That is a bhakti defined. What Prabhupada is saying in the today morning's letter I sent to all of you. So he's saying, where is our group?
So can I read, Prabhu? That sadhana depends on the level of Shraddha, but when it develops...
No, I'm reading once again. Adau Shraddha tata sadhu sangotha vajriya tato anardhani vrutsya. So first of all, you come to this Krishna conscious moment. I will share the screen so that everyone also can see. First of all, you come to this Krishna consciousness movement. Some of you, not all. Shraddha. Krishna conscious movement, Hare Krishna movement is very good. Let us see how it is. Or let us join. So, first of all, Shraddha. That means you came. That means let me see and let me come. You have Shraddha. Many people come out of Shraddha. Shraddha means little faith. That means this kind of, oh, let us see. So, let me join and how it will be. Okay, with that, that is the little faith. But according to our Goswami literature, this faith is not little faith. That means in the Ado Shraddha, the Shraddha is not a little faith. That faith is also very strong. Then the beginning is there. That means strong faith is the beginning. Beginning of what? Pure devotion. Before that, what? They cannot do any bhajan. They can do bhajan. They should also do the karmārpaṇam. They should also chant the holy name. Because they've got already some amount of shraddha. Based upon that, they should definitely do the bhajan. But as described by our acharyas, pure devotion means what? You cannot take the tag of the title of the pure devotee now. You should take the title of pure devotee. You can take the title of the pure devotee when you develop the complete surrenderance on the Lord. So that is going to say. That's why the Shraddha, I sent particularly this to understand what is the meaning of Shraddha. Here people are misunderstanding. Shraddha means little faith. No, not little faith. So it is not little faith. That faith is not little faith. Shraddha means, yeah. But according to our Goswamis, that faith is not little faith. That faith is also very strong. Then the beginning is there. Beginning for what? Pure devotion. Then beginning is there. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has described about this faith. He describes faith means Shraddha. English word faith. And Sanskrit word is Shraddha. Respectful. Shraddha. So his Shraddha, Adol Shraddha, the beginning is Shraddha, faith. So this Shraddha is defined by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Shraddha Shabde Vishwasa Sudruda Nishchaya Krishna Bhakti Kaile Sarva Karma Sudruda Nishchaya. In where? Shabde Vishwasa. Shastrartha Vishwasa. Shabde Vishwasa. What kind of Vishwasa? Sudruda. Sudruda, not Druda. Sudruda means very strong. This is Shraddha, where you always say Ado Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. That Shraddha is what? Sudruda Shraddha. Strong faith.
Prabhu, those who are taking to devotion already have Sudruda Shraddha, no? That's why they are coming to and taking initiation.
Mataji, initiation is what? He is asking to at least chant 16 rounds.
So how you know that it is Sudruda Shraddha is developed or not?
Prabhupada only telling, I am not going to. This is Shraddha. According to our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, this is Shraddha. Okay? Ado Shraddha means this is Shraddha. What is that? Krishna is asking, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Then consciously you should not dependent on anyone other than Krishna. So that means you are depending on Krishna means, oh, my job will be saving, my wife will be saving, my husband, my family. This kind of consciousness should be completely wiped out. What do you think actually? Bhakti is not just... so yeah, beginning, feasting and eating, yes, very nice. But we should develop Krishna conscious movement, this is. So developing the fully faith on the Lord. So if you have faith on something, then what? So you will be, for everything, you will be thinking that only. Is the protector is there? Okay, is there. My job is there. My job will be there. If I earn the 2 crores of bank balance, then I'll be happy. I'll be protected. And if I build the one temple and if I become president, then my life will be safe. You should think what is the dependence you have. You only should. If you are not able to understand, then meditate on this. At least I am saying this. And oh my dear Lord, please help me to understand how to depend on you. Pray for that, then you teach. But we should
In
not.
that same letter, Prabhupada is saying ordinary Shraddha is they are going to this temple or another temple, Kali temple, Durga temple. So they say everyone is all right, Yatamat Tatapat. So whatever
What you want
like,
to say?
that is not Shraddha. Shraddha means when you firmly believe on the words of Krishna. So who are devotees, we are believing in words of Krishna, we are believing, okay, maybe we cannot just throw away everything and say, yes, I only throw away
That's
means
why,
material
Mataji,
things.
please.
Material things we can't throw away. We cannot say, I cannot throw away my husband, throw away my children. I will just depend on Krishna, go to Vrindavan. Maybe we cannot do that. But our faith is fully there on Krishna only. No, we are not going to any Kali.
Why?
Durga
That's
or
the problem, na Mataji. That's the problem is coming. That's the we are not asking you to leave that structure of the social system. But the consciousness we should. That's why it is not, we are not criticizing or we are not saying anyone. I am not saying you are not pure devotee, you are not different Shraddha, you are not having. I am not saying you. I am saying that the word Shraddha is here full Shraddha, strong Shraddha. That is there or not, you should decide. Why I have to decide? Am I saying you, about you? You are not having any Shraddha, I am saying.
no, not
Why you are
me
taking
or
on?
anything. I'm just saying, I'm
Why
not
you
talking
are
about
taking
me.
on you,
I'm
actually?
talking
Why you
about
are taking on
any
you?
devotee. Any
That's
devotee who has come to Krishna consciousness taking initiation means their Shraddha is already very strong, no? That means they are okay, they are only coming to Krishna, isn't it? They are not going to any other demigods or not doing anything. Just they are coming, okay, maybe not fully developed, but Shraddha is there in the words of the Guru and words of the Shastra, isn't it, Prabhu?
Mataji, that's why Shraddha is having the levels. Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami also said, Komala Shraddha and also Drudha Shraddha. And also 3 times, that means Uttamadhikari is having the Shraddha, that means he is having the full conviction on the Shastra. Shraddha means you should not define just define your own way. That means I have faith. Shraddha means Shastra Artha Vishwasa. Shabde, that means Drudha Vishwasa. Thoroughly understanding the principles of the bhakti, thoroughly understanding the Swarupa of the Lord, and developing properly. That's why. So we are not going to judge anyone. This course is not designed to judge anyone. This course is there to present as it is, and it is helping you to scale yourself. We are giving in your hands the scale. And we are not pointing anyone.
Yes, Prabhu. Don't worry. I'm just saying that devotees are thinking when they come to Krishna consciousness, oh, we have now come to the right place. We are following
That's
the
why
right.
Mataji, we should not keep people in ignorance. Why I am shouting and I am putting my whole energy? Why? Because we should not leave the people in ignorance, and we should not just, oh, you are doing purification. Okay, that's all. If you don't emphasize the reality, then there will be no progress. Why we have to unnecessarily, we have to try to keep, I am the pure devotee. Why? Everyone I'm seeing actually here. Everyone is immediately becoming reactive and thinking that, oh, you are saying that I'm not pure devotee. I'm not saying it. You are saying that I don't have any strong sattva. I'm not saying it to anyone.
No,
I'm
Prabhu,
giving the explanation.
You are not saying, but what happens is suddenly we always when we listen to lectures, what happens in our mind? We put that lecture for ourselves only. We put ourselves in that position.
I am asking to put yourself only, but this is not a criticism from the teacher. Actually, this is only the explanation from the teacher. You should put to yourself, and you should decide yourself. And if you are not there and develop that, and if you are having, then fine, there's no problem.
Yes,
you are not. Yeah. So how much dependence you have, you and Krishna only know. Who will know? How I can know actually?
That
how
we
much
will know when we are in the very precarious condition. We know when we are.
You may say to. I may say to you, I am pure devotee, I have full Shraddha, but Krishna is knowing the ultimate, he knows. And if he gives test, then we should pass.
Test, yes, correct.
But here the point is, the science of the devotion is being discussed. Not objectively it is discussed. It is just discussed. It's not subjectively discussed. It is discussed objectively. That means we are in the philosophically we are discussing.
Yes, correct.
So because
thank you, bro.
Yeah, if you just say whatever you do, that is a pure devotion. Okay, you are pleasing Krishna. That kind of loose words are not used by our acharyas. Prabhupada also didn't use. He's clearly saying our Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy means what? According to the Shraddha means is a strong Shraddha. That means Purna Shraddha. That whatever Prabhupada is quoting, there are 3 levels of Shraddha. That means you have to have that means full understanding on the scriptures and believe the conclusions of that, and you should be able to explain, then that is a Uttama Shraddha. And if you are having the full Shraddha but not able to explain, then that is a Madhyama. But you don't have that kind of strong Shraddha, then it is known as Komala. So, but in our movement, so initiation is getting means we are becoming pure devotees. We are initiated actually in the process of doing the bhajan. What kind of Shraddha is expected from the Prabhupada? At least you should chant 16 rounds, 2 hours of time you can give for me, for the Krishna. Okay. We are asking, you should not go down from this. Begin. This is the meaning actually. Begin the devotion. Come on, do. We are encouraging you.
Also have full faith in Krishna only and not any other
Very
demigods
good.
like that.
Archana Mataji ki jai. So definitely we accept you as a pure devotee because you are saying. So the symptoms is the full surrenderance to the Lord. Okay, Lord only will be knowing, and He will check, and He will test. Maybe to whom you are associating and revealing your heart, he knows or she knows, you knows. And we are all only Shravana Gurus. We only teach, and we don't have any headache of anyone to decide. But this is my duty actually. I should teach the philosophy, bhakti, science as it is. And Prabhupada is also saying same thing. That's why I brought out this. That's the thing is sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. This consciousness should be there. He's asking, demanding. He's demanding. He's not asking. He's demanding. Who Krishna is demanding? Nowhere actually. You should not dependent on anyone. Most of the time we don't know how to surrender to the Lord. Forget. So that is also, it's not an easy thing. Maybe some devotees are there, they are elevated. They might be. I am not at all pure devotee. That is, okay, maybe you might be thinking, all of you might be having a question in your mind. So what about you? I am not a pure devotee. I am telling you. Humbly I am telling. I am not seriously telling. So this is, I am understanding the science of this devotion, and I will definitely try for this. I will definitely try for this. Yeah. Radhanuga Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, just a small question that Prabhuji, Vedi Bhakti would help us to reach Purna Shraddha, or Purna Shraddha comes before Vedi Bhakti?
Entry door for Vaidhi Bhakti is a Shraddha. We are also doing some extent of Vaidhi Bhakti, but definitely we are doing the Vaidhi Bhakti now. But the Rupa Goswami, whatever he said in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that means considering according to his definition, sadhaka means he should be having the full Shraddha in the Bhakti. It doesn't mean that the others cannot do the bhajan. Others can do according to their Shraddha level, but gradually they should also come to the 100% level. That is then from there, so you can see the symptoms, whatever is explained in the Madhuri Katha. And that is a desire. That is a desired goal.
Prabhuji, if I had started Vedi Bhakti, that means the Shraddha is already there in me.
Without Shraddha, how you will be attending this class? You have Shraddha in the Krishna, definitely. But what is expected is 100% Shraddha, Mataji. Full Shraddha, strong Shraddha.
Not full Shraddha.
Yeah, the symptom is Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Mamekam Shraddha. Many people thinking that Shraddha will be developed, that means Shraddha means here Komal Shraddha, and after Anardhani Vritti, full Shraddha is coming. No. The beginning Shraddha, that means Ado Shraddha, the Shraddha itself is a full Shraddha. It's only the matter of the notations. We are fighting for the notations, but the process is same. But only thing is, but important thing is, but you should not be in the ignorance. Now, by bringing this understanding, people will become serious now. Oh, I should do more and more seriously, and I should read the Bhagavatam, develop my Shraddha, and understand Shastrartha Vishwasa, get the Shastrartha Vishwasa, study the Bhagavatam thoroughly. This year we are going to bring. That is the motivation. That is the intention actually. It's not that discouraging the devotees is the intention. If you come to know, that means every year you will be making the family budget or not. Oh, this year children is going to study in the college, and so this much fees and this, that. You will be estimating and you are planning for yearly budget planning. Then you will be working accordingly that. Similarly, if you don't understand what is your situation and what we should reach, then otherwise you cannot become serious, and you will be thinking that ignorantly, okay, I am doing very fine and no problem, and your time is going out now. This timer is already on. Every minute we are reaching to the death. So then you should become serious, and that's why to wake up, it's a wake up call. That's all.
Thank you very much, Prabhu,
Hare
for the
Krishna.
wake-up call.
So Sarvadharman Partyajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. He is asking, demanding. So when we have faith in the words of Krishna, yes, Krishna says Sarvadharman Partyajya Mam Ekam. Yes, I shall do. Then Shraddha begins. That means now, Lord, yes, I am there for you. Whatever is my teacher is saying, my guru is saying, immediately I will follow. Teacher is asking, your guru is asking, hey, leave that job and come to this place and do the simple life, accept. Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, my, so my wife is going to have delivery this year, and that's why I cannot come for another 10 years. Then at least children, what do you wish? So, I don't want to criticize anyone. You can check, actually. You can check how much sincerely you are following the instructions given by your guru. Otherwise, there is no Shraddha. So, Krishna says, yes, Krishna says, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam. Mamekam. Yes, I shall do. Then Shraddha begins. Otherwise, there is no Shraddha. Prabhupada is really no Shraddha. That means, whatever the Shraddha is divine, that Shraddha is not there with you. That means you should not apply your condition with the Ado Shraddha. That Shraddha condition you should not apply. That means you don't have that Shraddha. If you are not ready to submit everything to the Lord, then you are not having the Shraddha which is said in the Ado Shraddha. But you have another Shraddha, which is little Shraddha. But that Shraddha you don't have. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah. Okay. There is no Shraddha. That is the beginning of Shraddha. Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha. If you have got faith in these words of the Krishna, that yes, whatever Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, accept it. Then Shraddha begins. That means you have Shraddha there. That means what Shraddha? Full Shraddha, which is said in that Ado Shraddha. Otherwise, you don't have that Shraddha, what is said. That means the word Ado Shraddha, in that Ado Shraddha, Shraddha is demanding full Shraddha. Strong Shraddha, full Shraddha. Otherwise, you don't have full Shraddha, and you should not apply the, oh no, Bhajana Kriya, no, another Vritti is happening, now Ruchi is coming, oh, Ruchi is coming. What Ruchi actually? Shraddha is not there, and Ruchi is coming. Ruchi will be there, based upon our little Shraddha, some Bhajan will be doing, some Ruchi will be there, but not, you cannot apply those conditions, the stages. Otherwise, there is no Shraddha, ordinary Shraddha is. They are going this temple and that temple, another. Okay. Shraddha means very firm faith, not flickering faith. Shraddha means what? In that Ado Shraddha, very firm faith. Not simply firm faith, very firm faith. Not this. Okay, any other questions? No? Yeah, Virendra Pro.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat. Just one clarification. This
Yes.
Bhagavad Gita 9.22 verse, Pro, Krishna says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. So, Pro, this refers to complete Shraddha only, from, Sudran Shraddha.
Ananyas Chintayanto ma ye jana paryupasante tesham nithyabhyuktana. So yoga kshemam vahamiham. So Ananyas Chintayanto ma. Ananyas Chintayanto ma means Ananya Bhakti, means pure devotion, means they got the full Shraddha. In their case, that is applied. Very good.
Okay. Okay, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
This is also discussed in many places. Okay, then fine. I'll take it today. So thank you very much for your kind and patient hearing. So sincerely, I'm saying that my intention is not to disturb you, all of you, and my intention is that so to understand the words of Srila Prabhupada very properly and clearly. That's why I'm teaching the Bhakti Sandarbha. It's not that they surpassing the Prabhupada and he's teaching something, and so not for the showing the some so-called scholarship is not at all intention, and also not to surpass the Prabhupada. It's also not the intention. The only thing is so explain these concepts in a focused way, which helps you to see those things in the Prabhupada teachings and lectures, which you may see very light way actually, to create the emphasis on that, to emphasize that. So this course is being conducted, and also not to discourage anyway, whatever the strongly some points are being said here in this class, not to discourage you at all. Only thing is so that you can come to know and you can become serious in this progressing of the devotion. And also, if you see the objectives of this course will help you to understand your stages of your stage in the bhakti, and it will help you to progress in the bhakti. This is the objective. I already beginning of the course only I said, and with that direction only I am trying to explain the concepts and not to criticize anyone or not to harm anyone or not to disturb anyone. This is so really I am saying from my heart. Thank you very much for your kind and patient hearing. So Srila Prabhupada ki jai, vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha pattanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanand.